I'm having a hard time with something. And it goes all the way back, for those of you who are not old enough to remember, sorry, I don't like to use the age, right? It's the Beverly Hillbillies, where old Jed was shooting up some possum and he hit an oil well just with one bullet. One bullet. All of a sudden, he sold his oil. He lost his land. He will never get it back. And then you ask yourself the question, if you damage the earth, if the earth cannot reproduce oil, then she will be dissolved of an element we need for the earth, whatever the earth uses. Isn't that ridiculous, regardless of money, that you should actually use the oil, regardless for anything at all? And secondly, oil can be refurbished. Do you know why? Because I'm giving it the chance. I'm giving it the chance for success that one day maybe we will find out. Not what we will use different, but how we can recycle our oils. And then our tires. We do everything, and we look at these beautiful places. I mean, we got better places to dig oil than the bums on the street have to live. And then you chase them off the street and it's freezing cold. I mean, and all the damage that it does, that you can't fix the earth. You can't fix the earth. You can't fix the earth. You don't think these things here are actually there for a reason? There's a chance they're taking out the oil because they're building an underground and they need a place. Because if they don't build the underground and they don't hold up the walls will come tumbling down. Because when you move that much area space from a product like oil from under the ground must settle. How much area space is coming out from the crust underneath the ground? It does not matter if it's in the ocean. The ocean has to move. So either there's going to be a poof or a poof that's going to happen. Then the collapse. Isn't that ridiculous that this world does for the benefit of the money? They already say the way we're going, life will end in 30,000 years. I'm just using that number, right? Of course life's going to end in this world. This world can't exist. We're not making or working for this world to exist. We're looking for this world to be comfortable in for the time we're here. Either A, we are and are other worlds. There are other worlds. The Palladians. The reason they call them the Palladians, has anybody ever thought of this yet? Somebody told me this, okay? I can't tell you his name because I don't know who I am. He says the Palestinians. I said the Palladians. He said the Palestinians. I said the Palladians. I said the Palestinians. He says yes. The Palladians are the Palestinians. Some way. How many of these on the Gaza Strip? Zaza Strip? Gaza? Zaza? George Washington is on the $1 bill. Thomas Jefferson is on the $2 bill. Imagine Christmas, right, for the Son of God. Tom Mass, right? TH Time Heaven, or the Tom Tom Turkey. Why am I coming on here right now? I don't know, but I got one of these. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Let this be known that this is the last Tuesday in August of the year 2014. Today is the 26th. It's 14 days away from 9/11. 14 is the exact number we need to fall again in the middle of the two sides. But because of the leap year, we keep moving one away, one away, one away to that number. Now, I'm not sure exactly, did I explain that right? The precision and the reason why we never reach something at a certain time is because the exactitude that we work in is not actually real, and the sidereal time is the actual reality of time, because you need time for every step. Yeah, we do it. Poor Earth. This planet is our gem. Can we destroy our own gem by taking things out of the ground and not putting them back? Or adding to the air where the air was pure the day it was? Raphael 7286, the constellation Pegasus in the year 5775. 5775. Is there a number I wrote about that today? Let me look up and see. Okay, 5775. First off, you have a beautiful figure. Sane. Those are the figure cards. The picture cards are the figure cards, right? They figure. There's a figure out of them. You have to. The other thing, we did that. Now I'm going to go to the saw. There is a saw. Okay, there is a saw. Okay, first of all, ham radio is the frequency we must be running by. If you have ham radio, you're in advance from a lot of people. Ham is very important. It's something about the ham radio frequency. Because of all the hams I've seen and the hams I work with, and Maharaja, okay, would all tell us, okay, that Turkey has the answers inside it, probably its beautiful colors and its temples and its way, and because Turkey holds the key to the three worlds, okay, like this, and then the three worlds, this is the center world, 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. The saw blade that divides apart ends up here. Now, if you go look at the big map of the world, and you see Turkey just above Syria and Egypt and Israel and everything, you'll see their shape is like this. That's the head. And then Syria and Jordan and Israel and everything else is over here. So somehow the Palestinians, for me, they're sitting on something very, 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 very important. And it needed to be protected. So how not to protect it? Then by setting it up the way they did, splitting up the Gaza Strip. While they sat on it, right, nobody else was going to come around and get the Palestinians. So for the Israelis, and I don't like to say this because I never take sides, and I'm not, but what happens is the Israelis here, somebody out in the Mediterranean needed this area. Somehow this was given to the Palestinians. Now they need something in this area. They want this back. So they have to get rid of the Palestinians now. And they all have to make it look real, because if they don't, the secret is lost. What secret that is, I don't know. Do I believe there's a secret out there? I sure do. What kind of secret? I don't know. I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to know that when the time comes, I'll understand what I see and believe what I think, what's in my heart. So whatever the secret is, I don't lose my time. I just keep learning new things to open up my mind. And when the thing comes to the day that it passes in front of me, that I notice it, I'll have to think. And at that time, I'll think. Because between now and then, I don't have to, or lose any of my time. Because in time, I will see all the time that everything follows in the time that you know. And when you don't know and it's too late and somebody tells you, you didn't notice, and neither did they. This is a saw table. On one side, it goes to 12 1/4 inches. It starts over here from the saw blade middle 1 1/4 inches. It only goes 11 1/4 inches the other way, which makes it 2, 3, and 5. Not a 4. We don't use the 4 because inside 5 is 1 and 4. That's why you don't have to use 4. Just like in 4, you don't need 4. You can use 2 because man is only 2 of the secondary 2 of the beta world. You know, on the dice, you know. There's the 4. Okay. Looks like the, you know, well, how did that get in there? Here's the 5, right? Here's the 5. See, what did I do? Here's the 5. Here's the 4. See the way I slide my hand? Here's the 2. 4, 4, 5. Can you see it? How slow do I have to go before you don't see it? Do you understand how fast it goes? The actual 2 that's between here and here that you get on the 6 dice, right, is actually, you need, if this was a corner, you need a doorway to get in. You always need that extra space. If I'm standing in one area, my hand goes to the right and to the left. I'm taking up that whole area. Unless you're facing me, if you're beside me, and all the areas are the same, we'd be holding hands. Raphael 7286, the constellation is Pegasus. I'm ending this video on 9:44.